Oh, there we go. Haven't really done a lot of live streams from the telephone, mainly because I don't know how many people are bothering to watch. Right now at 0, but that's okay. Usually will pre-tape or I will live stream video gaming. But in this case, I just felt like doing a quickie. So there have been a few people that have already done videos on this. I'm actually a little surprised that there aren't more, but I'm sort of known, I guess, at this point as the sort of Sega Virtual Fighter arcade guy because I have a Sega Virtual Fighter 2 machine, which you can see behind me. I'm not playing it right now. I am actually going to be doing a video actually on the various things I'm going to do to kind of tune it up. I'm going to fix it up a little bit. Obviously, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special video cable that comes out from the main PCB so that I can live stream, which I'm going to do with regularity. So I'll have that running into an basically a capture card. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting is Sega has finally decided after 13, 14 years that they are going to make a new Virtua Fighter. I believe the last Virtua Fighter release was, I think, in 2012 or 2013, and I believe that was a remake of Virtua Fighter 5. So just to give you an idea, Virtua Fighter 5 came out while I was still in college. So we are talking college/university because it was a degree program. But that is probably going back to 2006. So 2000, yeah. So we're about 18 years now at this point since there has been a new Virtual Fighter game. There are a couple of things that I would be interested in seeing in the new game. One of the things that I would like to see is more grappling because it was one of the few games where you could actually do throws. So in Virtua Fighter 2, there are some limited throws, whereas a lot of other games don't. I mean, Tekken does now, and Dead or Alive has some throws, but there's not a huge amount of grappling. So one of the things that I would like to see, particularly as somebody that trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is I would like to see some grappling, some more grappling in Virtua Fighter 6 or whatever the new Virtual Fighter name is, because I believe it was only announced a couple of days ago. So that's one of the things I would like to see. One of the other things that I would like to see is an arcade release of it. Now, I don't know if Sega's going to do that. I don't know how good the market is right now for arcades, but I think it would be cool to have a release. And one of the other things that I think would be cool, which is a little bit of a throwback, but I think that this is something that would do pretty well. If there is a console release, it would be cool to be able to take your arcade information and your console information and then basically have your save files be able to go back and forth. Now, you started to see a little bit of this in the early 2000s with Dance Dance Revolution, some arcade games and Konami games, but of course none of that works anymore because, well, I mean, these games are 20 years old and there's no server or really anywhere for any of this stuff to sit. And my PSN tag is well over 20 years old or close to it, I guess, or I would imagine, because it goes from my my PS4 all the way back to I think my PS2 and the PS1. My PS1, I don't think that it existed yet because we're going back a little bit because I'm getting old. But that's one of the things that I think would be interesting to be able. I would like to see them have an arcade release. So I would like them to have some more grappling, and I would like to see Sega have some more arcade connectivity. I would also like to see more martial arts represented. I would like to see more than just traditional forms, kung fu, karate. I would like to see a little bit more Aikido in there. I would like to see, it would be cool if you could do a kote gaeshi, and do some locks. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens with it.